rapid speed of development going in FUOYE. It's not the FUOYE we used to know. There has been a whole lot of developmental initiatives towards aimed at the students. I want to especially thank the Vice Chancellor, who happens to be a father to me, and Professor Abayomi Fashino. I want to thank the members of the school management, the Dean of Student Affairs, the Bossa, the Deputy Vice Chancellors, my lecturers, my classmates, colleagues, and most importantly, I want to thank you all for showing support and for always being there.
Since you became the SUG president, how do you deal with women and their advances?
Well, it is only normal to get advances from the other gender, but discipline, restraint, and self-discipline is the most important in that regard. It is normal, even before you become president or anything. It is only normal and natural. The other gender, they are full of a whole lot of I don't know how to describe it, but yeah. The most important thing is just maintaining that personality and that good nature. So you can never trade that for anything.
Okay. Are there any mentors, role model who has influenced your approach in politics?
Yeah, there's been quite a few. There's been quite a few mentors. And my own greatest motivation is my principal, it's Dr. Taishula. Although it's not political wise, it's because what we have been taught there is discipline and self-reliance. So that attitude of self-reliance, not depending on anybody before you get the job done, is a very strong suit of mine that has always helped me in the course of my career and even politically. And top of political mentor, top of the late sage MK Abiola, Chief Obafemi Awolowo. He was from Ikenne. I schooled in Ikenne, so there has always been this connection. I remember growing up, we used to go to his house. Then we look at a whole lot of very influential Nigerians doing well in the political space.
Yeah, okay. Is there any support system that the school put in place for our leaders?
By support system, I don't really get.
Like to manage stress?
To manage stress. Well, the school has done a very wonderful job. Right before our inauguration, we're always taken to a student union retreats program, where we are always been. Yeah, it's actually usually a time to just cool off and just unburden ourselves to stress. Meanwhile, we'll be taking lectures from eminent Nigerians on how to handle students' demand, how to handle crowd management, and a whole lot of other useful leadership skills that would equip us for the journey to come. So yeah, that is one of the very good initiatives. And also recently, I think around July, the school sponsored our trip to Ghana, to Accra, Ghana, where we had an international conference on leadership and stuff like that, where we were able to meet with our colleagues from other schools, share ideas, network, and all of those incentives are what has been put in place by the school management for the student leaders, amidst others that I can't really mention.
Yeah. About the meeting of other schools, how does the student union work together with other universities or organizations to address political issues or challenges?
Well, we do not really meddle in political. In fact, we don't have any political affiliations as a union, because it's in our best interest not to do so. But we have this close nexus. I can mention a few SUG presidents that were very close. I can mention Coded, Footmina. I can mention 1010 in Futa, amidst some other SUG presidents, Dotun of EXO, my very close colleague. So we used to discuss. We always have very in-depth discussion as to how we can better the lives of our students. We share ideas on a whole lot of things, projects, and a whole lot of initiatives to benefit our students. We always do that a lot, most times. And when it comes to raising our voice against oppression, maybe by the government or anything, trust me, we're even planning something very big from the Southwest. All SUG presidents in the Southwest, UI, Unilag, FUOYE, FUTA, we're all planning a very robust something for our students, such that our voice can be heard, and not just heard alone, it can also be listened to. So we don't need any other organization or anybody to tell us what to do. We are vanguard in our schools and we know what to do.
So how do you promote student engagement and participation in extracurricular activities?
Yeah, just like we know, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. FUOYE students they are very brilliant set of people. They are very good natured set of people, and at the same time they are well interested in social activities. So from time to time we always try as much as possible to hold social activities, social engagements, academic engagements too, just like the debates, quiz. We always have social gatherings. Sometimes we even try as much as possible to bring in A-listed artists in the Nigerian entertainment industry to come and just come around and just give our entertainment structure a facelift. So yeah, we do that a lot.
Yeah, in your own opinion or perspective, what's the most pressing student issue in the school present?
I think the issues affecting our students, there are so much, but the most pressing of it all is transportation and housing. Recently, we made strong strides in trying to reduce house rents, and you know the way the indigenes are, they always capitalize on anything to just increase. The moment there's an influx of freshers, to just increase without notice, and that will cause a whole lot of disparity between them and our students. So we've made efforts in that regard. I think 2 weeks ago we were at the King's Palace and we registered as displeasure, and we are going to have a meeting, a town hall meeting with every stakeholder involved, the landlord, the tenant, and everything, towards achieving this reduction. We understand that these are harsh economic times, but then our students should not be at the receiving end of it all.
That's nice. How do you ensure the student union remain independent from external political influence?
Yeah, that's a very significant question. It is very important. It's very important that we do not have any political affiliation, because we are not a political organization. Our own focal point is making sure we protect the integrity, the interest, and the welfare of our students. So I could remember sometimes during the presidential election, some of these political parties will want to try and not influence. No, I won't use the word influence. Hit us up and try and get us to canvass for their candidates and stuff. But you will never find us in such gathering using the name FUOYE SUG. No, our union is very, very sacrosanct to us, and the integrity of the union is very important to us. We can do that under the guise of any other group, but not using that FUOYE SUG. And we all have the right to exercise our voting rights and everything, but must not in any way link it with the organization we represent.
How do you get feedback from the students?
I think I've mentioned that we get feedbacks from the PR team, independent bloggers, the environmental PROs, faculty PROs, and other press outfits that we have.
So as you are preparing to leave the office, what is any word of appreciation you like to convey to the students?
Yeah, well, it's always going to be emotional leaving an office you've occupied for, I think, the past 9 months. and it has been topsy-turvy. There has been ups, there has been down. I could remember how the students rallied by me the other day where I was wrongfully accused of making withdrawal without approval, blah blah blah. And although I was exonerated after just 2 days, but I saw the comments, I saw the level of belief the student populace has in me. Like, they literally stood their ground and know that some even went as far as saying they wanted a congress to get to the root of the matter. And then it was all a success story at the end of the day. I want to specifically appreciate every 43,000 students that have been privileged to serve. I want to appreciate every student leader, stakeholders. I want to appreciate the school management for their proactiveness, and also for making sure that there's this rapid speed of development going in FUOYE. It's not the FUOYE we used to know. There has been a whole lot of developmental initiatives towards aimed at the students. I want to especially thank the Vice Chancellor, who happens to be a father to me, and Professor Abayomi Fashino. I want to thank the members of the school management, the Dean of Student Affairs, the Bossa, the Deputy Vice Chancellors, my lecturers, my classmates, colleagues, and most importantly, I want to thank you all for showing support and for always being there to render your input and everything towards the administration. And thanks for always believing in us on the positive impact. We are really grateful for your support.
So do you have any advice for any students that want to pursue politics?
Yes, I would always advise any students for politics. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. As at 3, 4, 5 years ago, no one would have. I wouldn't have even thought I would be in this position. We have some people in our level that we believe they are strong. That's the word we use. We say, yeah, these people are strong. No, don't let anybody overshadow you. If you have the commitment and the desire to lead, please come out. Don't let any stakeholder, any leader, anybody tell you that no, you are not good enough for this. Keep making sure you are available for the students. Keep making sure that you are trying to solve problems for them each day, and the students will always appreciate you, and they will always not forget, because you've always been there. And also, the most important thing, pay attention to your academics, without which you cannot get to this stage. Before you can become a union president or any member of the SUG or even the SUSC, you must be in a very good academic standing. Gone are the days where people without good academic standing gets into student politics. No, there has been a paradigm shift in that regard. So pay attention to your academics, pay attention to your community service. Service to humanity is the best way of life. The moment you serve, then you can be sure that the students will always appreciate you, even if they are not vocal about it, but deep inside them they know the level of work that you've put in. And the most important thing is God's blessing. God is the only one that can reward all your efforts, so just keep doing that. Then when it comes to the election time, pick up your form, contest, and just pray to God for success. So that's just my advice basically to anybody out there thinking of aspiring for positions.
Yeah, thank you. And to your successor, do you have any advice for them?
I have a truckload of advice for my successor. Yeah, I believe he's going to do well. I have absolute confidence he's going to even do better and supersede. The pride of any government is when you have a successor that can carry on the good work and the level of work that you've put in. So to my successor, both Millie and Jonathan, I know you have that passion to serve, and I trust you with the job, and I'm confident. I just want to advise you to shun any form of distractions in your administration. Be focused on what you want, work towards it, and never let the students in any way miss Dotman's administration. Because of course, don't let it get to the point where someone will say, when it I to some extent I never allowed my students to miss my own predecessor. So because I was always there and proactive, So please, my advice to you also is to be very proactive and make sure that the students don't miss Dotun's administration. Be in charge of your administration. Shun disturbances, distractions, and anything that can just, and also uphold that name, FUOYE SUG. Currently in the Southwest, we are one of the best student union outfits in the Southwest in terms of capacity and everything you can name. And please try and uphold that name. Let not our student union be seen as just noisemakers. Let them see content, let them see quality in that. So that's just my advice to the new president.
Thank you for the advice. Yeah, during your last days in office, is there any farewell events with the student bodies?
Yeah, we'll be having an inauguration and handing over ceremony where the current executives will be appreciated for their work and dedication and ethics, and we'll be able to usher in the new administration. I think that's the only event that is scheduled to hold very soon.
So for the final question, what do you miss most about being the SUG president, and what are you looking forward to as you move on to the next chapter of your life?
Well, what I'm going to miss most being the SUG president is that ability to make a change in a very, very robust way. 43,000 students is a whole lot of place, and it's not a testing ground to make change. It's never a testing ground. So the day-to-day complaints, resolutions of conflict, resolution of problems, and the satisfaction I get whenever I see that I've been able to solve a lot of problems in the lives of students. Yeah, that's how I really miss that. And moving on with life, well, I have my plans and I hope to further my education and get more certification. Then we can now talk of establishing myself. So that's just it.
Thank you for your time, and I'm really glad to have this opportunity. And I wish you best luck in your next. Thank you so much.